Ladies and gentlemen, the book nook, or the Monuments Men book nook, and last I left off, I haven't added anything else into the book nook because I've been trying to figure out what to get, and again, I'm trying to keep it at a very little level here. I don't want to add too much and just flood it. I want to keep it just enough in there and basically a sampling of things. And I think I'm pretty good on, little things in there to, the paintings and the some statues and some little hide odds and ends that I put in. But what I want to add now is 35th scale. I want to say bottles, and Mini Art has a. Now you can get resin ones, and but Mini Art has basically a tree of them. And they're usually sold out everywhere. That's what I've been trying to find. I want to add a few bottles like some adult beverages, that the Monuments Men did find. Germans may have, liked, since Picard's on, Chateau Picard, something like that. So that's what I've been trying to think about, what to put in. And then I got to just finish up a few other little minor things, little dry brushing, a couple washes and all that. So while I've been doing that, I've been painting the figures. And I am not a figure painter. I like to be, but I'm not. I do a tad bit differently from everyone else. So I got the, I want to say Monuments Men officer. I don't know. One with the Thompson, and I got him painted. And the way I do it is I know a lot of people will go in and, no right or wrong way to do it. They'll go in and paint the folds, get the highlights, the shadows, and all that. I basically paint the base coat, and I do like 3 or 4 filter washes. I put wash after wash after wash. I build up the darkness and I won't say the light, and then I go in. Basically, I more dry brush than I do any of the blending of paint like you would doing highlights. And I just slowly build it up to where it gets a nice good wear and tear. Now I'm doing the spats right now. I got them washed, and I know they look a little yellow, but I got they're actually a buff undercolor, and I want to go in and lighten them up. But I think turned pretty darn slick. Now for the face, I'm at the point where I need to. I put the base coat down, and then I put a, where is it? I do like a little flesh wash. That just gets all the shadows like under the eyes and everything, nose, and it gives it a nice depth even on the hands there. And after I get the wash, I'll go in and start doing little highlights, a little bit of white, a little bit of flesh, and I mean just, you don't have to blend much in there. And people do wet on wet. I like to do a little bit of the dry, which is just more dry brushing. You just want to hit the highlights, where the light hits you on the cheeks and the nose. And then I'll go in. I usually go in most, not all, but most figures that I paint in World War II, I always do the 5 o'clock shadow, or try to. I think it gives it a little more depth and all that. But he's taking shape, and he'll be the one in the front. He'll be like the focal point. You can see him. So Mr. Monument Man number 2 will be in the back. And I did the same thing with him. You can tell his uniform is a little darker. I haven't gone in and started basically dry brushing the folds. Get him just a little bit lighter. And I put a wash on the spats. And hopefully get him painted. And I got the rifle gun. I got to do a little more weathering. And then of course do a little more on the face. Again, I try to get the eyes, but don't have to with him, because he is going to be way in the back, so the shadows and everything, you don't really have to spend a whole. I don't like to paint what you can't see. If you see it, I'll paint it. If not, it's going to be shadows. So I am at the point now that I'm almost done painting the figures, and I wanted to show them before I get a little further ahead, because I'm going to probably end up, after I get them painted, I'm going to stick them in. That way I won't damage any, or lose them. I've already broke the straps off their guns, handling twice. I don't have I know a lot of people have it. I don't. I never really cared for it. Like a figure holder that holds your figure while you paint. I really should buy one, but I have never done it, and I like it, and I don't either. And probably just should buy one of them little tools. But anyway, I am painting my little monument men, so hopefully get them finished up, and I will hopefully get them in the next day or two. That's what I'm planning on. And then try to find a couple more things to put in it and call it good is what my game plan on the Monument Men book nook. So that's what I got going on today, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to find a little more for the book nook, and then we are painting the figures. So that's what we got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.